Another very underwhelming display by England at the Euro 2024. Another sad, painful watch for, I'm sure, English fans. If it was that bad for me, it must have been worse for all of you. And it is shocking. And today just showed me that Southgate might never get it right. And I almost said will never, but there's still hope. There's still hope. The substitution in the second half when he brought on a Barry Chiese, Ollie Watkins, and Bowen. The players he took off were Phil Foden, rightly so, Harry Kane, rightly so, and Bukayo Saka. Made sense to me. But the shocking part of it was that the game was begging for a left winger. Begging. This for the second game in a row, Southgate has given the right back of the opposing team nothing to do. Basically giving them a day off. The game was screaming for a left winger. And you left Gordon on the bench and brought in Ebere Chieze, who usually plays as a number 10, to play on the left wing. Same as Foden. It is the same thing. These players are not wingers naturally. Why do you just made the same change? It was absolutely ridiculous to me. You know, defending, Denmark were playing 5 at the back. But when they had the ball, it was 3. You needed to stretch. You already brought on Watkins, who would do the running behind. You have Bowen, who will do the running on the wings. But then you left the left wing the same way. So basically, he almost made no change except the one up top. Because Ollie Watkins actually did well. He stretched the defense. The centre-backs were suffering when he came on because he was making runs that Harry Kane couldn't do. I don't think Southgate is capable of getting it right. I do not think so. You know, now, as usual, fans will look for a scapegoat. Now, Trent Alexander-Arnold is getting the stick. I don't think he played badly today. I just don't think I think there's no cohesion in this team. It is really bad how they play. They don't press together. They don't defend. They defend together. But that's the only thing they seem to do right. But attacking, pushing forward, they always leave somebody isolated. That's why Kane drops all the way deep. Because there's so much space between the midfield and him. Yes, Jude Bellingham is almost playing like a second striker, but there's no link in the midfield to the players up top. There's none. Declan Rice, unfortunately, his passing game is not the best. And Trent Alexander-Arnold is not a natural midfielder, so he lacks that. But I thought he didn't play badly today. It is clear that these players are playing to instruction. Phil Foden obviously had a better game than he did the last time, but he was maybe forcing it a little too much. He did hit the post, but aside that, you know, nothing. He was given a free roll today. You saw him on the right, saw him in the middle, you saw him out wide left. But the game needs people who will stretch the defense. Stop giving the right backs of every single team you guys play against the day off. It is crazy. Play a natural winger in Gordon. Play him on the left and see what happens. It is terrible display from Southgate. Honestly, it is. And in the second half, it was just epitomized by that play when it seemed like Trippier and Declan Rice didn't know what the plan was. You see Rice telling him to move forward, but Trippier was also trying to push somebody else. But when the whole point was for him to push left, I don't think they know what they were supposed to do. It's like, what do they do in training? Bereft of ideas. Denmark had the better of the opportunities. They seemed to push forward more. After the goal, fortuitous goal by Harry Kane, the ball, the crossing, beautiful play from Kyle Walker, who was my man of the match. You know, he gives everything. Just the slip off from the left back, the Danish left back, just opened the door for Walker, but Walker was aware of that. And he wasn't sleeping, and he came, took the ball, crossed it in, took a little bit of a bubble, fell at Harry Kane's feet, and then he scored the goal. And that's really it. That's all that England did the whole game. It really is. Foden had a shot from out wide, but that was it. That was it. Why? Why is this England team so bad? Southgate is the answer. I don't think he's ever going to get it right. And then after the next game following, you watch Spain and Italy play. Spain, so fluid. You know, no defender had a day off. Morata was doing his thing. Lamine Yamal on the right wing was doing his thing. And Inaki Williams, I keep mixing them up, so I'm just going to leave it as Williams Jr. on the left wing, peppering the players, hitting the post, creating the own goal opportunity. It was just brilliant to watch. You see it and you're like, okay, look at Fabian Ruiz. Look at him in that middle, doing his thing. Such a baller. It seemed like they played two holding midfielders, with Ruiz having the license to go forward and joining with Pedri, and Pedri just having the license to do his thing up top. It is how you set up a team. But it seems like Trent Alexander-Arnold and Rice are told to sit, and nobody has the license to go forward. That's why it almost never happened. There was one opportunity where Trent saw and drove forward, but then he misplaced the ball. That was the only time. But that midfield pairing, that midfield, the whole dynamic, the three of them over there, it's not working. I don't know what they're doing in training, but it's not working. It really isn't. Gay had a good game today. Stones had a solid game. I think Walker was the man of the match, but nobody else really. You know, everybody's saying Palmer on the bench, but I think the real miss today was Gordon, because the right back would have suffered if they had a natural winger there, but it wasn't tested at all. See how many shots Højbjerg took today. Where was the shots from the England team? And it's weird because Jude Bellingham, I'm watching him today and I'm like, what does he really do? You know, after you watch Fabian Ruiz, the drop of the shoulder, exquisite. If Jude Bellingham is not running into the box trying to win a header, I don't know what he does. I know he's a powerful midfielder. I know he's very young and he can grow to be much more than just a midfielder who runs into the box and gets the cheeky goal. That's what he's known for at Real Madrid as well. But he doesn't drop the shoulder. He doesn't link play well. He doesn't really create opportunities for other players. I don't see it. I feel like the whole dynamic, Southgate needs to do better with the tools he's given. But then again, it's like giving plumbing tools to a carpenter to do plumbing jobs. Southgate will not use it well. He's not capable of using it well. Man, that's awful because I'm really, really rooting for England this tournament. I'm really rooting for my Niger boys, Saka and Ebere Chieze, to do well. I really am. I think it's time that, you know, they get some international trophies in their hands. But I don't think Southgate will deliver. Let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments. Let me know what you think about what I said. Let me know what your thoughts are on the game, on Southgate and England and their opportunities. Yeah, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Take care. God bless. Peace.